What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode number 38 of Park to Prem here with Nottingham Forest. Today we've got the quarterfinals of the Champions League against Real Madrid. It should be a good game. It's not going to be an easy one. I feel like these are the matches that when you qualify for the Champions League you dream of. You don't necessarily actually want to have them drawn against you, but you've got to play the team in front of you, and actually when you look at the teams remaining in this competition, it's a pretty blooming strong bunch. You may have even caught as well on this home screen, we're not in the Champions League spots right now. It's not good. You know what? That win last time against Benfica papers over some pretty blooming big cracks. You can see here 4 defeats in a row in the Premier League. Only one of those since you were last here. It was against Leicester, and it was Milinkovic-Savic with an 88th minute penalty. What a way to end up losing a game that we desperately needed to win. You can see, looking at the stats, we didn't play worse than them. We just didn't really play better. I say that. Obviously, their XG was kind of shot up by that goal from the penalty spot. So without the penalty, their XG was about 1 behind ours. But you know what? We didn't score. You can't win if you don't score, everyone. Hopefully, as a result, today against Real Madrid, we can find the goal on a few occasions, especially as the first leg today, of course the 2 legs coming in this episode, is going to be away from home at the Bernabeu, hoping we can get a good little result. In terms of the team for this game, unfortunately, a few changes needed. Gonzalez is still suffering from his injury. He actually failed a fitness test, so get off the bench, mate. You cannot be here. You know what? Tassos, in you come to show us what you're made of. Elsewhere, you can see that David Linn's still coming back from injury. He is not fit to start today. That does mean that Dr. Medj comes in the centre. And also Stevie Secker, everyone. He's out on the right-hand side. He is doing his thing. Van Dijk and Amlo. Need these 2 guys to start linking up. Need them to start working well together. Maybe today's the day that it could happen. Otherwise, I am wondering about for next season going back to the 4-3-3 that we used when we first got promoted. It did work pretty well for us. Obviously, Football Manager has had an update during this season. The match engine changes and sometimes stuff that was really effective before just isn't quite as good anymore. And I think for the longest while during this season, I kind of thought, it's just you know, we're getting unlucky. We're just being bad. You know, it'll get better by itself. To be honest, it's not really got better. So with that in mind, you know, I am starting to look in and think maybe I should change some stuff. Equally, we are in a Champions League quarter-finals here, and we are 5th in the Premier League, which, although it's below the board expectations, is kind of in line with what the media thought we would be doing. So, whilst I can look at this season as one that is slowly going down the toilet, the truth be told, the toilet's not been flushed yet. It's not all over. I mean, what a metaphor that is. Let's see how we get on today. 2 games. There is also a Premier League match in between, which, if I'm not, I think it's against Newcastle. We have, thankfully, got an easier run of games. A few of you mentioned it in the comments of the last video, which was a couple of days ago. The fact that our run to end the season has been absolutely awful in terms of the difficulty of opposition. We've played a lot of the big boys. Similarly, I suppose, to how we did at the start of the season. Anyway, Giovanni Reina, he's on the left wing for Real Madrid. The USA international, Piotr, trying to have the better of him here. They have also got Martin Odegaard in their team. They've got some good wonder kids in their team, and oh my word, that was not far wide by Giovanni Reina. Maybe a warning shot in our direction. Maybe a reminder that we need to keep our head on today. We need to stay in this one. And of course, it does feel a little bit weird because there's only been 1 game since you were last here. We're just getting straight into a game early on. Usually, I've got a warm-up period in an episode. It's all action here. Can it be action on the pitch? That's a ball through. Amlo, tough angle. Can he score it? Of course he can. Adrian Smith with the assist. Go celebrate with the fans in the corner. Those fans, they've flown all the way to sunny Spain. And hopefully they're going to see us hand out some pain to the locals. Look at this beautiful build-up play, it has to be said. Adrian Smith to Amlo. I mean, to think I've signed a replacement for him in January. Who would do such a thing? What a finish. He's been absolutely superb for us, hasn't he? The German forward. And that's perhaps the biggest goal he's ever scored. A critical away goal here. Gives me a little bit of hope that maybe we can keep this Champions League run going. Anyway, as this game is playing out, only 10 minutes away from half-time, they've had plenty of the ball, but not a great deal in the way of opportunities. Only 1 shot on target. Their XG does slightly eclipse ours, and it seems like at half-time, that finish by Amlo is going to be the difference maker. I will say, as soon as we scored, we didn't have another shot for the rest of the half, which doesn't bode particularly well. That said, they've not had a highlight against us, and with that in mind, I'm just going to stick with what we're doing. Toby got a 7.1. He's only made 2 saves, so I'm not sure how good these saves have been, but he's got one of the best average ratings in our team so far in this match, which I think is just really a testament to how average both teams have been. But Dr. Medj wins it there. Smith, Amlo, back to Smith. He's already got 1 assist. Goes wide to Stevie Secker. Burst of pace from a man who is not known for his speed. He goes down. Stevie, mate, get up. Get up, Hunt. Get him, Stevie. Chase, look at this pressing. Harassing them in their own corner, but they have broken the press. Giovanni Reina now cutting into the channel. And now it's Asuna with it. He should score. He does score. Christian Asuna, assisted by Giovanni Reina. This man, no idea who he is. 27 goals for the season. He must be pretty good. Disappointing goal to concede, though. We stepped away here. Smith's obviously caught a little bit high up the pitch. He's committed himself forward. They've got him behind, and then Asuna just tucks into the bottom corner. That hurts. That hurts to look at, doesn't it? I want to have a look at how good he is. I've hit the wrong button there. If you didn't know, you can middle mouse during a match, and it'll take you out the match. I wanted to take a peek at how good Asuna is, but we're straight into another highlight. Could we reply right away on the hour mark? Tries to get it inside. Back to Amlo, though. Should score here. And he hasn't. That was easier than his first goal, wasn't it, really? Keeper saves it. That might be an opportunity we look back on with regret. A chance to immediately reply and put ourselves back in. And Silva's header is saved by Iturbe in goal for them. The Spanish international with an absolutely nutty save there. Maybe one more chance here. Stevie Secker. Piotr can't get there. It's punched away. Still with Adrian Smith. I feel like this is the pointless end to a highlight, Jack. Why are you believing that anything can come from that? Let's have a look at Asuna here. Is he any good? Yes. Yeah. The answer is yes, everyone. Wow. I mean, he's not got the craziest of finishing, but he's got great personality. He can do overhead. I mean, I've seen it. I feel sick. I don't think we can currently attract a player of that calibre to our squad. I will say, right now, we're going toe-to-toe against Real Madrid away from home. I'm going to make some changes, though. Dr. Medj on a booking scares me. I'm going to take him off, I think. Steve Secker he's been okay. He's not been great. I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to bring in Ricketts. I'm going to bring in David Lind. I've got one last sub, and for some reason, and this might end up being a horrible, horrible mistake, I'm going to take off Van Dijk and Tassos Ionu. Again, I know I'm just going to call him Tassos, everyone. It's just easier. He's not been very good for us since he's joined. In fact, he's been absolutely awful in terms of average ratings. He did great in the Championship for Swansea. It's been a bit of a step up for him since the January transfer. So you know what? We're going to throw him in at the deep end and see if he swims. That's the kind of father I am. Not going to teach him how to swim. We're going to just chuck him in and hope that he floats. If he scores now, I look like a genius. If he gets sent off, I mean, I only have myself to blame. I will say they've gone to a 4-4-2. It's like they're content for this to finish 1-1 here, Real Madrid. Is there a late chance? No. I mean, maybe Tassos did drown on the pitch. Maybe that is what happened. I mean, he got a 6.4. Urk on a 6.3. I feel let down there. You can see here, this spike, that was that chance from that highlight. And really, that was the best chance of the game that we had. That one-on-one. But unfortunately for us, I say unfortunately, 1-1's a pretty good result, truth be told. I think I'm being a bit critical of us here. I feel like that was a game that was ours for the taking, though. But 1-1, an away goal, that's really not that shabby, I feel like, away from home against Real Madrid. They're a very, very good team. Unfortunately for us, we've got this game midweek now that's a distraction. It is against Newcastle, as I mentioned. They're down in 18th. Hopefully we can win that one. Hopefully we don't pick up any new injuries. And I will join you guys for a game at the City ground. It's Real Madrid. We're welcoming them to our ground. Can we go a step further? Stick around. Find out. I don't know if I'm backing us yet. Let me know. Okay guys, we are back. Game number 2. And since you were last here, a takeover that I didn't realise was happening got rubbished. So it's not happening, but you know what? I felt like it was worth mentioning. The board, I think they want to sell the club. It's only the second takeover that's been rumoured and then hasn't happened this season. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, imagine if I ended up getting sacked because of a takeover, or even just for not reaching the Champions League, because that's what I've promised. That would not be very good. You can see here, our media prediction for the season was 8th. You will notice as well, we are still in 5th, but we did win the game against Newcastle. It wasn't very convincing. A 1-0 win. Van Dijk with the goal. He was assisted by Adrian Smith. And actually, Newcastle in this game, they missed a penalty, although it was one of their only shots on the goal of the game. It was a dominant display, really, on everything except the scoreline. Of course, that XG massively inflated by the penalty that was the only effort on goal in the first half for them. All in all, though, it was a pretty good performance, but unfortunately, we have picked up a few injuries since we were last here, hence the fact that Hernandez is playing at right back. Now, of course, Hernandez we signed from Real Madrid last year for 11.25 million, and, well, lucky for him, he gets a chance to prove himself against his former club here. Additionally, Navio is not going to play at centre-back. That's not meant to be like that. Piotr, where are you? Piotr, back in the team you come. He was not in the team previously. He was suspended for the game against Newcastle. We did also rest Irk for the game as well. He has been struggling a little bit with just the sheer ferocity of fixtures over the course of the season. I've asked a lot of Irk this year, and I don't want to, well, play him when it says he needs a rest. And I felt like no one wants to play against Newcastle, so he earned a rest there. Gonzalez coming back from injury out on the right. Maybe the Spaniard can do something for us out there. Amlo and Van Dijk in the middle. Of course, Van Dijk just scored against Newcastle. I'm hoping that that's going to inspire him. Also, I was thinking more about the 4-3-3. Is it just me, or would Van Dijk be an absolutely insane Mazzala? Except just ignore the tackling. Pretend that's not there. Everything else. He could, maybe. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But yes, this is the team for today's game. Also, Calafiori in at left-back. You can see here, Seca's out injured, and also Sampaio is injured, hence the fact that Hernandez is in at right-back. Sampaio, the new kid on the block, had a great start to his time at the club, out for the next 10 days to 3 weeks. So it's not a super long-term injury, but it's long-term enough. It's a bit annoying. Steve Seca also out for a couple of weeks. So sadly for us, a couple of players missing. Does mean a little bit of rotation needed. Lind also coming back into the team at centre mid. Switched his duty to support rather than defend, I think, for this game at home. I want us to go for them a little bit more with the midfield. And well, let's get into this. We've given ourselves a chance in this tough Champions League game. But I would be lying if I was to say that I think that 1-1 was enough in the first leg. You know, I just feel like they have the capability to score a lot. They've got really good attackers, of course. Giovanni Reina in Football Manager, he's pretty good. We looked at some of their regen forwards as well. They've got a pretty good team, this Real Madrid side. There's a reason they are, you know, one of the big teams still in Spain. And we're going to have to be at our absolute best here. Just have a quick look at Reina. Yeah, he's not that bad. I assume he's their key player. He's not. Marchetti is. I just want to be... I feel sick. They've got a very good squad. The fact that we've drawn 1-1 against them should really go down as an achievement away from home. Obviously, they've also got Diallo and Odegaard in their midfield. So it's a decent midfield here. And while they've got an early chance, and it's just the players I've just named, Giovanni Reina, Martin Odegaard, and suddenly they've tied the away goals that we got. So the bad news for us is if we concede another, we have to score 3. And even if we shut them out here, we're going to have to score 2 goals to avoid extra time. It's not ideal. It's not ideal, I think, is probably the best way to describe what's just happened there. We got through a group of death. We navigated past Benfica. This tough draw here. I don't want a Champions League run to end in our own backyard. Can you save us? Not with efforts like that. He has baby-legged that. He's kicked it like a child. You know, it's barely got off the floor. It's ended up going straight to the keeper. And it remains 1-0. Also, baby-legged. I think Clates, FM creator, you may know him, you may not. He used the term baby-legged to describe when Football Manager players kick it like that. And you know what? I'm stealing it. Good terminology as Asuna brings it forward. Don't do it to me. He's not baby-legged it. He smashed into the bottom corner. We need 3 goals, everyone. And if it sounds like I'm having a meltdown, maybe I am. Maybe I am. I mean, he's just dribbled all the way through our team. Asuna, 12 finishing, I think it was. 12 blooming finishing, and he's done that. I mean, Toby, you can use your arms, Toby. You're allowed to make yourself big. Stick them out. 2 shots for Real Madrid, 2 goals. Pretty unfortunate start. That's probably an understatement. I'm going to just change some stuff here. I think at this point, I have to look at it and go, maybe we have to attack a little bit more here, albeit at home. Maybe we have to gamble a little bit more. I'm going to change up some roles, I think. I think I'm going to move Lind into a box-to-box midfielder role, which really isn't his best role. He is quite a Ward-Prowse type player. A very kind of technically gifted player, very good with the ball at his feet. Nice physicals, but nothing too crazy. And Smith, well, you've played defensive winger once. I now need you to play ball-winning midfielder, which apparently you can kind of play. Can he kind of play it? He can. I mean, ignore the marking. Everything else is satisfactory. Or at least it would be satisfactory against any team except this Real Madrid team. But yeah, going a little more attacking, changing up some midfielder roles. Oh my... I'm never playing him as a ball-winning midfielder ever again. That experiment has ended there. I mean, we need 3 goals. We're a man down. This is the kind of game where I'm not going to lie, I kind of wish I could just snap my fingers and go to the end of it. Because this could now... You know what? Normally I would not just say, let's just play defensively and just kind of, I don't know, save our pride or something. I don't have much pride to save, people, you know me. This is one of those games where I think it's probably best just to err on the side of caution. Let's stop it being a cricket score. I mean, the worst thing of all is they've had 2 shots and they've both gone in, and then Adrian Smith has done that tackle. And truth be told, they've not been that good. They've had 2 moments of brilliance. More so with the second goal. The first goal was relatively straightforward. But, I mean, we have to score 3, and we're down a man. I think you can see where the problem there. I don't think it takes me to explain it much more than that to explain why this might be a difficult 45 minutes. But we're going to try. Amlo, he's through. Can he score? Please, Amlo. He's gone round the... We believe. I never doubted us. It's absolutely filthy in terms of what it is. And it's Van Dijk playing centre mid. As a Mazzala. Calafiori, Piotr, Van Dijk. He sees his man on the run. We spring the offside trap. And to be fair, Amlo still had a lot to do there. Goes round the keeper, tucks it away. 2-1. I mean, we need 2 more, and we are still down a man. So there's still a lot to be done. Let's not get too carried away here. But something for our fans to celebrate at the very least, as they do us on the overlap here. Couturier whips it in. Giovanni Reina nearly got a second header of the game. Fortunately, on that occasion, it has just gone wide. I mean, our XG's better, so can I complain? Is that how it works? Van Dijk, Calafiori, up to Erk. We're going to need some moments of magic from our men in the final third. And, well, I was going to say, could they do it? Not with moments like that, Van Dijk. Although it's with David Lynn now. He can pass them. Amlo's there. Surely not. Surely it's 2-2, everyone. 5 minutes into this half, we've done them twice. Twice we've got it to Amlo. Twice he scored. Okay, I don't want to alarm anyone. It could happen now. I said that's mainly all it took was me to put my wing-backs on defend. Maybe that was the secret. Some people are going to have turned off as Smith got that sending off. They're going to tune in for tomorrow's episode where it's the semi-final, confused. If you're still with me, well, you're on the edge of your seat right now. But buckle up. Don't slip off the end of it. Let's make a change, shall we? Gonzalez has been poor out on the right. He's not going to last the game. Normally, I was thinking about putting Erk out there, but that doesn't really work. I'm going to move Erk out onto the right, actually. And I'm going to bring in Marcelo out on the left. Also, I meant to say I'd put Smith out on the right. Obviously, he's not here. So we're going to move Marcelo out onto the right wing. He's not really a right winger, but inverted inside forward. He can do a job there. Erk's going to go out onto the right. He's not played particularly well on the left. Oh, we've got a chance. A long throw. Calafiori launches it forward. Van Dijk, maybe. Erk hits the crossbar. Oh, that was the chance, maybe. I mean, I've moved him out onto the right-hand side. And Lind dives in. But it was a good tackle. My heart skipped a beat there as he slid in. I was getting flashbacks to the Adrian Smith tackle. Set piece here, though. Of course, if they score 1, we need 2 more. Now, the task at hand is, this has to be over in the next 25 minutes. I mean, if nothing else, we've battled very hard here. Oh my word, it's a free header. It's like I knew it was going to happen. Vinay, unmarked, near post on those free kicks. I think that's probably where the man who's missing would be stood, which is it's a tad unfortunate. I'll level with you. Also, Toby's just decided to do some breakdancing in goal. Hernandez, who's playing against his former club, he's having a breakdown in front of the keeper. Let's go on attacking. Let's go on attack. I don't know why it's brought up the screen here, but it has. Let's go on attacking. And also, you've been rubbish. You know what, Tassos, it's your moment. I've been saying that for about the last 5 games, but this one is your moment. Also, there's 10 minutes. I need 2 goals. Right. back we go. I'm realising I've changed a load of stuff to be more defensive, when actually, at this point, everyone, we kind of just have to go for it. I'm going to move Van Dijk up front with Amlo. I think I'm just going to put them both as advanced forwards, both on the last man. Lind, be kind of a quarterback in the middle, I think. Also, I don't want to edit wing backs. I want to go here. And I want to go more direct. Play it out from defence? Absolutely not. Whip balls in, low, narrow, through the middle. In transition? Absolutely not. Distribute quickly, over the top. Just love it, lump it. Just shout "have it" as you kick it. That's the game plan now. I mean, we're a man down. Let's be realistic here. It's not a great situation to be in at this point. But we're going to try our best and see what we can do here. 8 minutes, 2 goals. How hard can it be? Apparently very hard. Go very attacking. Football Manager, please. What are you doing? It's actually bugging out on me. I mean, the game's... I don't think going to very attacking would have changed the game. Probably could have paused it to stop it. But you know what? Given the circumstances, given Mr. Smith over here, we have given them a blooming good game. But unfortunately, that is going to be a somewhat anticlimactic end to our Champions League campaign. Our maiden Champions League voyage. I'm hoping that the next Champions League voyage is going to be this season, but there's still a lot of work to be done. We received £10 million for that. That's pretty good in itself. If we just look ahead to how the end of the season is looking, I already talked about the fact we should win a few games of our next few. We've got Everton in 9th, Sheffield United in 12th, then we've got West Ham, Leeds, Watford, and Man City. That Man City game might have a fair bit on the line going into it. It's going to be very close between ourselves and Tottenham. I think it's probably worth looking at what they're doing. Also, we've got a game in hand on Man City, who are only 3 points ahead of us, and we've got better goal difference. I think tomorrow's episode is going to be an end of season one. Quite what those matches are going to be, I think it's kind of anyone's guess. It may be the last couple of games. It really depends on how it plays out, you know. You can see here, Tottenham still in the Europa League is a bit of a distraction. They've also got Manchester United still to play, as well as a Leicester team that have already beaten us. So, you know what, Leicester? If you're good enough to beat us, hopefully you're good enough to beat Tottenham. And, well, I'm hoping we can have a bit more green. We should have a bit more green. It's been a tough couple of months. Disappointing to crash out the Champions League. Hopefully we can bounce back. And, of course, you guys will find out exactly how we bounce back tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I'll chat to you guys again soon. It is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.